Are you in need of FIFA 22 coins to improve your squad? Look no further than u7buy.com, offering some of the cheapest coins on the market whilst being one of the safest and the most reliable websites around in the market today. Make sure as well, if you do go to the website, you use code VIPER at checkout to get yourself a discount. Let's get into the video. What's going on, guys? Viper here and welcome to another player review on the channel. Today EA released Saliba as an SBC. He's not the cheapest in the world, but he's quite a good card. And he obviously links to a lot of players on this game, with EA focusing so heavily on Ligue 1 this year. I imagine a lot of you guys have a Ligue 1 team. So this card is somewhat usable for a lot of people. I'd imagine a lot of you guys are rocking Ligue 1 teams. So I think this is an important review to give you guys. Obviously, the Ligue 1 has a lot of good centre-backs. Maybe not a lot of good centre-backs, but you've got Kimpembe, who's still brilliant. You've got Marquinhos, his informs, road to the final, his team of the year. Lots of good cards from Ligue 1, so I think this is going to be a very important review for you guys to see if you want to complete this card. As, you know, he's got a lot of competition from some of the best centre-backs on the game. A lot of people say Kimpembe is still one of the best centre-backs on the game. But Marquinhos obviously being absolutely brilliant as well. Being a proper ball-playing centre-back with good passing, good dribbling, and good defensive stats. But Saliba is actually quite good as well. I've had a little look at the in-games, not too big a look, as I didn't want to look at them fully so we can actually have an understanding together. But he's 88 rated. He's from Marseille. He's French, so he's got a lot of good links. As you can see here, we managed to link him into the flashback Varane, which is a really good link actually. And he's going to be a very powerful ball-playing centre-back, I hope. He's going to cost you 85 rated with a Future Stars card, an 84 rated with an inform, and an 83 rated with an inform as well. Chemistry requirements are quite high, around the 70 mark, 60 mark for all of them. So it's going to cost you a fair amount of coins to do this. I'd say it's coming in about 150 and maybe 200,000 coins. I'll probably go more to 150 though. As you can see here though, guys, as we look at the base card stats, first of all, 6'4", medium high work rates. He's got 2-star skill moves and 3-star weak foot. You do not care about that on a centre-back though. He's right-footed if that matters to you guys. He's got 83 pace, 79 dribbling, 74 passing, 88 defending, and 89 physical. Now, Saliba is a great talent in real life as well, so I think this is very warranted. But what I will say to you guys as well is there are a lot of cards coming out from Ligue 1 over the next week, so make sure you're prepared. I'd imagine this is going to be a relatively highly completed SBC because he's going to link to so many cards. As we get into the attributes though, he's got 81 acceleration with 85 sprint speed. Got 77 vision, which is quite good for a centre-back, with good short pass at 88 and good long pass at 84. So the passing is actually quite nice. Now this is where it gets really, really interesting. So he's got 78 dribbling, agility, with 79 dribbling overall, and 84 balance, 88 reactions, which is really good for a centre-back. He's got 80 ball control and 77 dribbling with 88 composure. Now these are great stats, guys. These are really, really nice stats for a centre-back. Obviously, he's a bit slower than I was anticipating him to be. But with that agility and balance, he's going to be able to jockey really quickly, turn really quickly, and he's going to be good at passing out from the back. So this is a very interesting card. Then we move on to the defending stats. He's got 90 interceptions, 84 heading accuracy. Heading does not matter at all in this game. It's so random, so RNG. Manual heading doesn't even go where you want it to go, especially in when you're attacking from a corner. Whenever headers, whenever you do a header in the attacking zones, it never actually goes where you aim it. So heading doesn't really matter at all. And he's got 90 defensive awareness with 90 stand tackle. He's got 80 slide tackle. That's not an issue though, because who really slides on this game? If you need to, you're doing it to block a shot, and that's it really. Then we move on to the physicals. He's got 90 jumping, 87 stamina, 93 strength, and 83 aggression. Now, similar to Marquinhos' gold card at the start of the game, what would happen usually is, for me personally, he had a bit too low aggression and strength. Now, Saliba has really good strength, poor aggression. Now, with his pace being quite low, or, not low, but in comparison to Varane, it's quite low. I looked at a shadow, and I thought a shadow might be the best for him. But with the aggression being quite low, I think I'm actually going to go with an anchor. So we're going to put an anchor on him. His dribbling stats are already really good. His passing is really good. So we don't need to worry about that. If I have an anchor in the club, I do. I have 7 of them. Let's see what the anchor does for him. So we're getting +5 pace. He's up to 88, which is really nice. especially coupled with that good agility and balance, he's going to feel really good in game. In terms of jockeying, he should feel quite fast. In terms of his actual defending stats, again, +5 on interceptions, taken up to 95. +5 on heading accuracy, taken up to 89, which we don't care about. +5 on the defensive awareness, taking that up to 95 as well. +9 to the stand tackle, taking up to 99. +10 on the slide tackle, taking up to 90. Once again, a stat we do not really care about. Then, when we look at the physicals, he's going up to 99 jumping, which is nice. He's got up to 99 strength, which is insane. And he's got 88 aggression, which is really nice as well. So, you can't really complain with this. You could go for a shadow if you really want that raw pace upgrade. But I think it's important to try and do something to his aggression. That is why I've applied an anchor. What we're going to do, guys, is we're probably going to go play 1 or 2 live games with him. And just, throughout the 90 minutes, I'll keep you with me. And we'll see how he performs. I'm going to be playing him in the 4-2-3-1. And just seeing how he gets on defensively. Kind of hard to review centre-backs, so do bear with me. Let's get into the games and see how we get on. Alright guys, so I'm going to bring you into this game here. For some reason I wasn't recording, which is quite poor. But we're 1-0 up, and he's been okay. He's not been as good as, Varane. But one thing that he does have is great ball-playing abilities. He's very good on the ball. He's very good at playing the ball out. He can't do like the over-the-tops, like the crazy over-the-tops like that. They always end up like that. So don't be expecting that from him. But in terms of his just general defensive abilities, he's quite good. Obviously, we're comparing to like Marquinhos' informs and stuff like that. And if I was to pick between Saliba and Marquinhos' informs or road to the final right now, I think I'm taking Saliba. Obviously, he's a lot cheaper as well. You don't really, essentially, you don't have to pay for him, right? And he does feel a bit heavy when you're sprinting with him. He doesn't feel slow. He just feels quite heavy. But he's very good on the ball. He plays really nice passes as long as you're not going over the top. Let's bang that. Oh, good save. And from what I've had so far, he's quite good from corners, which is nice as well. I don't think he's better than Varane from corners, but he is still definitely quite decent from corners. I just do like being able to trust them kind of passes with him. Similar to Marquinhos actually. And Marquinhos is very, very good at the over the tops and stuff like that. Saliba can't play the long balls though. That is one thing I will say. He doesn't have that kind of passing range. But in terms of through balls, to your fullbacks and stuff, he's very good at them. That's going to be a goal. No, it isn't. Wow. I've hit the bar 5 times in this game. No luck. But we are cruising in this game, and Saliba's had a good game. He did give away a penalty that you didn't see, but I did save the penalty, obviously. And that was just an issue with it's kind of hard to get used to him because he does basically feel like Vieira at centre back. He's got the same kind of frame. He's very, very tall, but he's really good at tackles, and they stick to him, which is something that's really, really nice in my opinion, because the tackles do generally stick. Which is obviously a really big positive, because that doesn't happen really too much on this game. I know they have just patched it, but the tackles don't usually stick. He's able to play them kind of passes, which is nice as well. But if you want them super duper over the tops, he just doesn't have that range in him, which is unfortunate. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. If you do want a proper passing, ball playing, over the top kind of centre back, you need Marquinhos for that. Marquinhos' even gold card is really good at doing that kind of stuff. But let me try and give an example. So he just can't do them, unfortunately. Which is strange because his passing really is quite good. But if you just want to, if you want, with Marquinhos, if you try and play one of them, usually they come off. But with Saliba, you're not going to be able to get that. And that's fine. He is what I call, and I said in the start of the video, I do look at him as a ball-playing centre-back. But no centre-back can really play them passes 9 times out of 10. So that's fine. That's absolutely fine. That's going to be 2-0. No, I've read it. Okay, fair enough. Obviously, we're playing on PS5 here as well, which is a bit of a change for me. Oh, good save, Donnarumma. His keeper's been really good this game, to be fair. That is going to be game over. And what we'll probably do, guys, is I'll go into one more game just to make sure my opinions are formed correctly. But I'm impressed so far. He's not going to be absolute. Oh my god, no. Nice. He's not going to, he's not going to change your team so much. But he's a good centre-back that offers you great links. We're celebrating. I think we just qualified for champs. But yeah, let's get into another game and see how we get on with him. Alright guys, into game number 2. Now I'll try and keep you here live for the entire game, but it is really difficult with centre-backs. Kind of depends on how good the opponent is, right? So hopefully in this game we'll have a good opponent and we'll just you know, I don't mind giving up a lot of possession and stuff and just allowing him to attack. As long as, you know, as long as I'm winning the game and stuff. As you can see here though, he's got a good strength. That's because of the body type. I know he's got 93 strength, but most of the time what matters with strength is the body type. And he does have a very big body type in game, so that's poor from me. I didn't actually see this guy's team. On PS5 you don't really get the chance to look at the team, so... But do I think he's worth doing so far? Absolutely. We've got player picks out at the moment, which are going to negate the price still. And then we've got, you know, lots of good cards from the Ligue and that are centre-backs. But what I will say is I do think this card is better than Kozza. Sorry I didn't bring out Brahim. Oh my god, he's... Okay, this is a good player, so this will be a good test for him. So, you know, I kind of lost my train of thought there when he took that shot. But yeah, I do think he is better than Kozza. I think that's what I was talking about. I personally didn't do Kozza as I thought he was a bit too expensive. Saliba's a little bit more expensive. That's not a bad ball, that. It's unlucky. One thing that I will say with him, though, which is very, very strange, is he does seem to favour his left foot, even though he's right-footed. He does seem to ping the ball on his left foot a bit more, which is very, very, very odd. But he's very good at, you know, you can play these passes all the time with him. And really link up the play quite nicely. That's really good football, that. Mohamed Salah. That's 1-0. Very nice goal. I love this Salah card, by the way, guys. If you can afford him, I'd highly recommend doing him until team of the season. Or buying him. He's one of my favourite cards on the game. Probably the best card in my team. I really do like him. He's able to jockey really fast, which is nice. That Brahim Diaz is a bit of a beast as well, isn't he? That should be ours. Maybe not. Nice, Hakimi. Jorginho over the top. No. Okay, he's going to score here. It's written... He's offside, right? He is. GG's. And if you want to play these as well, I think it's important that you have players that are able to play the cross fields quite nicely. And I do think as well, due to the fact he has that great link to Varane, the links to all of the insane Liga, and look at how good he is there. That's because of the anchor, probably. We're increasing his aggression, which is nice and important. Let's play it over to Kylian. Win that, pal. That's my boy. Ronaldo's in down there. We're going to play that back to Mbappe. No, we're not. We're going to play it to Tierney, apparently. Oh, he's offside trap for me. Thanks, pal. Play that in there. Crosses are back, baby. They certainly are. That's 2-0. Mohamed Salah with 2. And Saliba has been good, guys. Especially more so in this game. I think it's important to give a good review of centre-backs. If you do one game, then your thoughts aren't going to be exactly how you want them to be. So having the second game, I think, is going to be really crucial for me to tell you guys what I genuinely think. And what I genuinely think so far at the moment, he's offside trapped again. This guy's sweating. We might even get a third in at this point. That's 3-0. If we get a third in, then that'd be lovely. But yeah, so far, what I do want to say is he is heavy. He is heavy. That is something that I will 100% tell you. He is very, very heavy. But he makes up with that with how tall he is. And, similar to Vieira. Vieira isn't, he doesn't jockey that quickly. Saliba does jockey decently. But he does feel a little bit heavy. But I think that's, that comes with the kind of card we've got here. We've got a 6'2" man. Sorry, 6'4" man. That is here to, have the ability to do them long tackles like Vieira. Well, and just be good at centre-half, really. He's not going to be able to catch up to many people. Varane's going to be your guy for that. But as just like a rock centre-back, I think he's quite good. And Marquinhos is definitely in the argument still. Would you rather his informs or would you rather this card? That's up for debate. It's kind of, it's up to you on preference, right? Because What I will say with Marquinhos is he does jockey a lot faster. And whilst Saliba's jockeying isn't slow, so to speak, it's nowhere near as good as Marquinhos is, right? Oh my God. So you do have to take that into consideration. I'm thinking of the other centre-backs that you use from the Ligue 1, really. Kimpembe, he's 100% better than Kimpembe. A big upgrade on Kimpembe, in my opinion. That's nice from him. That was his ability to jockey quickly there that allowed us to get to that. And that's what's so unique about the card, because he has really good agility and balance for a 6'4" man. Which kind of does make him feel quite decent. You know, he can actually sprint boost and stuff, which is very, very strange. But having that there is nice. You can't argue with it. So yeah, I think he's a good value. I think he's relatively well priced. What a goal that is! Oh my God. So yeah, I think you should do him, guys. I think you should do him. I know I usually say this at the end, but I've been quietly impressed. As you can see, why is he favoured his left foot there? He could have easily played that on his right foot. I don't know why he does that, but having that, look at that as well. Why? It's an unbelievable. He's right-footed, isn't he? I'm not tripping. He has great abilities there though. He can switch the play really nicely. But you just can't get them over the tops running with him, which is fine. He's a centre back at the end of the day. Oh yeah. Oh, unlucky. I'm surprised this guy hasn't left, to be honest. But yeah, it's a good review. What we might do now is we'll just might let him come on to me a little bit. Here you get to see here. Wow, he runs with big strides, similar to Varane, actually. Oh no, I might just give him a goal there. No, never mind. But if you want to try and play these, you're just not going to get anything out of him. That's not what he's there for. He's there to be a ball-playing centre-back, and he's more so the ball player than Varane. But he's also a good centre-back as well, right? Varane is the guy that's really tall, makes great tackles, and can catch up to almost any striker on the game. Where Saliba is more a holder, and if you want to bring the ball out with him, you can, and he's very good at doing that. But he will not be able to catch people like Varane can catch people. But I would imagine a lot of you guys would have the both of them, and that's why it's such a good link, right? And without spoiling anything, you're gonna be able to get perfect links to him very, very easily. Obviously, you've got that Winter Wildcard Gendouzi, which is a great link. You've got Klaus as well, which is a strong link, which is a nice one. Good finish from him there. So yeah, you've got plenty of opportunities to link the card, plenty of opportunities to use the card. I think he will be usable for a fair amount of time, to be fair. It just kind of depends on your playstyle, right? If you value like seriously fast centre backs, he's not that. He's not that. But if you value more of the ball playing abilities, the ability to really be able to play out from the back, which I do also value pace quite a lot, and just his, the general. Wow, that's lovely from him. Go Hakimi. I'm banging this. I don't care. Unlucky. All right, guys. So we played 2 games with Saliba. I do think he's quite good. There's obviously going to be a lot of comparisons here. I'm going to get into them shortly. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet here, though. The 6'4" frame is really nice because he has really long legs, which means he gets into tackles and he can really stretch more than other centre-backs can. I do think that is a big, big plus to this card. In terms of the anchor, I do like the anchor on him, but I do think maybe you want to go for a shadow. Just because of his frame, he does feel a bit slow, a bit lethargic when you are going, jockeying with him. His jockeying generally is quite good, but because of the general, the frame and the body type, he does jockey a little bit slower than I was expecting him to. It's still good. It's definitely better than Varane's. Would I say his jockeying is better than Marquinhos is? Absolutely not. Will I say that he is better defensively than Marquinhos and physically? Absolutely yes. But he does feel a bit slower, and his jockeying isn't as good as Marquinhos is. But if I was to pick one or the other out of them two for a starter, I would definitely take Saliba out of all the Marquinhos cards other than the Team of the Year, just because I think he's a lot more solid defensively. Marquinhos is a bit sus sometimes defensively, so I do think, unless you've got the Team of the Year mark, going at this card. Is he better than Koza? 100% yes. He's better than Koza at everything. That is a 100% guarantee. I will tell you that right now. Other centre-backs from Ligue 1, let's actually have a look at them. because I might have a few in the club. You know, you've got players like Sule as well, which are really good. And I would probably say Sule's better. Let's have a look at the centre-halves real quick. So you've got all the Marquinhos, then you've got Saliba. He's better than Dante. He's better than Botman. Is he better than Diallo? Probably not. But all of the others he's better than. He's better than Kimpembe. He's better than this Marquinhos. He's better than this Marquinhos. And he's also better, in my opinion, than this one. Even though this one has really good stats. I do really rate the physical upgrades that this card has over this one. But Team of the Year Marquinhos is lights out better, in my opinion. But overall, let's rate his stats real quick. His passing, I'm going to give a 6 out of 10. Not as good as I was expecting. I thought his long balls were going to be a bit better. He is still very good outside, coming out from the back. And, you know, he's still really good at that part of the game. But it's a bit underwhelming for what I was expecting. His dribbling, I'm going to give a 9 out of 10. I really like this. He does still feel a little bit heavy, but I'm going to put this on the fact that his frame is 6'4" and his body type is quite big as well. But his dribbling is really nice and he does jockey quick. It does take a bit of time to get used to. He's a different style. He feels a bit heavier than Varane in certain instances, but I just do think that is because of the acceleration being 81, which is a bit disappointing. And that's why I'm probably going to recommend the Shadow. I really did like his dribbling though generally. It's really nice having the ability to play out from the back and being able to jockey really nicely with him. Then his defending, I'm actually going to give a 9 out of 10 as well. He's very, very solid defensively. Makes really good stand tackles, and his stand tackles do stick to him. Like other players, like even Marquinhos, from my experience, would end up tackling and would end up going back to the striker. With Saliba, I haven't really found that to be an issue, which is really nice. And then his physicals, only because of his aggression, I'm going to give him an 8.5 out of 10. If he had 90 plus aggression, I'd probably give this a 10 out of 10. He's so strong, so powerful, really good in the air, but the aggression is a bit low. I do think you need a Shadow, so you're going to have to take that into consideration, that his aggression is a bit low, just generally. If you can get beyond that, this is one of the best centre-backs in Ligue 1, other than Team of the Year Marquinhos, in my opinion. I really like him. He's well priced, coming at about 150k. I do think he's worth it with the French links. I think overall, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 rating. I think you should go and complete this card, guys, if you're running a Ligue 1 side or you've got a lot of French players in your team. One of the best in the game, for sure. Just remember that he is a little bit heavy. If you can get beyond that, you'll be fine with him. Make sure you stick a Shadow on him. I'm actually going to put the Shadow on him now because he's going to remain in my team. That's how much I like him personally. But guys, you might not like him yourself if you want super duper fast players. He's not the quickest in the world. He is still very good though, guys. Alright? So, if you want to complete him, go and complete him. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But guys, that's going to be it for this video. So if you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. But guys, that's going to be it from me for now, so take care.